Welcome to High Infidelity, the best cheating videos on YouTube. If you enjoy this content, remember to subscribe and turn on notifications. Now let's get into the video.
My 26 male, fiancé, 24 female, gave me an ultimatum. Stop being friends with my ex and stop our families interacting, or she will call of the wedding and our relationship. For obvious reasons, it's a throwaway. I'm trying to acquire some insight by writing here. Any outside comments would be really helpful right now. Some background information. Emma, 26, my ex-girlfriend, and I, 26 male, were together for 9 years. We got together when we were 13 and split up when we were 22. We had known each other since first grade. We grew up together, our families became close, and our friendship circles were always entwined at some time. This will be important later. We drifted apart as we grew older, and we realized that what we desired from our relationships was fundamentally different. We concluded that because we no longer had romantic emotions for one another, we would be better off as friends. In any case, we were great friends. Since we broke up, there hasn't been anything romantic or just a little embrace here and there to say goodbye. I haven't felt that way for her in a long time, and she is the same. The divorce was cordial. Now, let's get to the point. My fiancée, Sarah, 24, and I have been dating for about 3 years. I proposed to her a few days ago, and we plan to marry this year. I was overjoyed when she said yes. Our friendship has been wonderful. It's been lovely. We've had amazing communication, and we're constantly smiling together. She was aware of my relationship with Emma, since I was open about it when we initially started dating, and Emma and I are still friends. Our families continue to gather for athletic events, parties, and general socializing. My parents are very close to her parents, and our siblings, 22 male, 25 female, 17 female, 18 female, and 19 male, are very close. They're all quite close. They even have a weekly pizza night, and we share a few buddies. I didn't want Sarah to be uncomfortable at any moment, so I made every effort to inform her of all I could and to take the necessary measures to demonstrate that she is my #1 priority. I would always include her in family activities, ensure that my family spend time with her, and even attempted to build our own rituals together. I admire this girl, I believe she's great, and I've been in love with her from the first time I met her. Until tonight, she hadn't expressed a single concern to me about all of this. She'd even push me to invite Emma to get-togethers we'd held, or to go to the movies or out to dinner with our other friends. I got the idea Sarah liked her a lot, particularly given how much she went out of her way to include her. Sarah and Emma have always gotten along, and they've always been nothing but friendly to one another, so I assumed they were friends. She informed me today, after some thought, that our friendship is strange and shouldn't be continued. She issued an ultimatum to me. We must either stop our friendship, or she will end the relationship. She expressed disappointment that I would ever contemplate retaining someone I had a connection with in my life. I didn't have a chance to say anything before she went. She's staying with a friend tonight. I'm not sure how any of this could happen, she appeared content. This is supposed to be a happy period in our relationship. She said that nothing had occurred between her, Emma, or our families. I'm at a loss on what to do. She's been bombarding my phone with messages and I'm at a loss for words. I thought I'd done everything correctly. Emma and I are still friends, though not particularly close. But we don't breach any lines together. We don't talk about anything improper, and we don't do anything we shouldn't. She is also now in a relationship. We don't communicate every day, and we don't see one another on a regular basis. Sarah has also expressed her dissatisfaction with our family spending time together after we've split up, and she wants me to stop that behavior as well. I have no control over what my family does, who they see, or who they associate with. They have been nothing but nice to Sarah. They go out of their way to make her feel special, even including her family. I'm at a loss on what to do. Is my friendship improper, and should I approach our families? Is this ultimatum unreasonable? Edit. I just wanted to clarify, since I've had a few comments about it, that Emma and I are no longer close. I see her at parties when she is also invited, or when Sarah asks her to do something with us and our friends. I don't aggressively seek her out for one-on-one time, nor do I invite her to my locations. I don't even contact or email her. She, too, is in a relationship. Our families are tight, our parents are great friends, and our siblings grew up together. They still have sleepovers, which means I'll see her or run into her, which is difficult to avoid, but I try. That was something I wanted to emphasize. I've worked hard to establish limits in order to make Sarah as comfortable as possible. Story 2. Should I, 16 female, tell my dad's, 53 male, girlfriend Ness, that he's talking to other women? Hello everyone. So this is a fairly lengthy tale and a very weird circumstance, so please bear with me and offer me some help since I'm a little confused here. So my parents split when I was approximately 6 years old, maybe 10 years ago. It was a brutal divorce, and while I didn't realize it at the time, my father, supposedly, physically attacked my mother a few times, and I have reason to think he cheated on her with several people. Having said that, he says she was pregnant with someone person's kid. I have no direct evidence of my father straying, but he brought my siblings and me to Disney World with a lady who was not my mother soon before the divorce. My mother was not invited on this vacation, and this woman stayed with us for many years after the divorce. My father attempted to conceal her genuine identity from my brothers and me, referring to her as Elizabeth, although I subsequently discovered that this was not her real name. He also never said that this lady was his girlfriend, despite the fact that she clearly was, and became enraged with anybody who claimed she was. Elizabeth ceased appearing out of nowhere. I was about 10 years old at the time, so I didn't think much of it. Another lady became an important part of my father's life a few months later. He nicknamed her Ollie, which was not her true name. She is the lady I'm going to refer to as his current girlfriend. However, he gets very offended if you mention they're dating. He constantly claims she's only here to help around the home, and for some reason he thinks I'm stupid enough to believe him. Ollie has 3 children, all of whom are little younger than myself. Over the previous 6-ish years, I've gotten quite close to the kids, and we trust one another. Last summer, we discovered a slew of text messages and images proving my father and her relationship. Okay, no big deal. I was simply verifying what I already knew. I'm 16 years old, so I couldn't care less whether my father had a girlfriend or not. However, during the past year and a half, my father has had other ladies spend out with him on a regular basis. It all began with a Canadian lady who stayed at our place twice, but I was advised not to tell Ollie about her. Again, he gave me a fictitious name for this lady, and my brother and I discovered her true identity on our own. Then there's a lady he met in Vegas who is a little older than him. We've gone on 2 lengthy road trips with her while Ollie remains at home to keep an eye on the house. My father advised me both times to tell her we were going out of town to meet relatives, even though this was not the case. Then there's the woman he met in Vegas who is much younger than him. But this final lady was unique. He was open about his feelings for her and expressed his desire to date her. Of course, I was cool with it, but it made me question. What distinguishes this new lady from the others? Why is he now being forthright? So this wouldn't be a problem except for the fact that he's chatting to all of these ladies at the same time. Ollie has a brain damage and is unable to care for herself, so she depends on my father, which is the only reason I believe they are still together. My father was on the phone in the middle of the night last night, and Ollie walked into his room and questioned him about it. Of course, he stated she was insane and all the other things you'd expect from a cheater. So there you have it. I'm not sure if I should inform Ollie or simply keep on with it. It kills me to watch him take advantage of so many ladies at once. Aside from his evident character flaws, he is a wonderful father. He's been working on himself a lot over the past several years, and the one area where I don't see growth is in his interactions with women. My siblings have both moved out and no longer talk to my father for different reasons, so I'm quite confused about him as a person, but that's a subject for another day. Should I inform Ollie about the situation, or should I simply keep my lips shut and remain out of their way? Any suggestions would be much appreciated.